Today's sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Green Bay Packers. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They go bootleg. Love. And he'll get nothing out of that one. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face a third down.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. A pass there, complete to Westbrook. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Love, they go play action now. On the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Here's Love.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
If you were me,
he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They counted.
They're going to come right back.
They're going to come right back out happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Packers.
Well, Devontae Adams, he's a great volume receiver. Here, he's able to do some pretty nifty work after the catch. Tucker McCann now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake. Jackson steps away. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21.
So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Out to his left. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. On play action. Love to throw. Rolling to his right. That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty. Love from the gun. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line.
Touchdown! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Steps away to his left. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they work this out past the 25.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Rolling to his left. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
That is definitely what we call a defensive uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
When they put the ball in J.K. Dobbins' chest and he carries it, he runs with a lot of determination and aggressiveness. Just one start last year as a rookie, but still managed 805 yards and 9 touchdowns. I think he's ready for a big year 2 leap. Now the lead runner for the Baltimore Ravens.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
2nd down at 4.
Now it's Jackson.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Jackson's going to keep it.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
3rd and goal, Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working out of the gun. Love looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Corey Bojorquez now. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is fielded at the 27. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And this one's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Wait, hold a second here. Flag down. Let's see if this will stand. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. It's Brown. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Now D.D. Westbrook to return.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The Love's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Love now to pass on 1st down.
Another catch for Valdez-Scantling.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now Jackson on 1st down.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
McCann now for the extra point.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
He's going deep for Brown.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Packers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to...
Jones hit in the ball zone, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've come to halftime here with the visiting Packers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun, rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Jackson now. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Love from the gun. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Flush to his right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Love. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. On 3rd and 1, Love to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Ravens 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. First down and more for... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Throwing is Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
With it on the return now, here's Westbrook. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Love, they go play action now. That is caught. Westbrook's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far.
Picked off by Jamal Adams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
That's complete to the fullback, Ricard.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
And Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They go play action with Jackson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson buying time to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Ravens on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever. Jackson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
Love throwing for it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. From the gun, Jackson.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
We're going 25 to Mike. Here we go. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Jackson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 2nd and goal, Jackson. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Kenny Clark able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
I'm coming. 59, 13. 59. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be hard.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Rashawn Gary, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Tight end right. 3 out. Check. We got to sprint.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flushed out right. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 15. To pass, here's Jordan Love. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. He hits Adams, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Love's throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling.
To throw again on 2nd down. Love. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
The Packers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Throwing. Love. Looking deep for Adams. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's taken down inside the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. First down, going to the air with Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Aaron Jones
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Packers are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. McCann for the point after.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Packers 48, Ravens 22.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Jackson on first down. He'll buy some time right. He's going to let it fly.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On third down, Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Gain of 9 that time on the scramble, 1 yard shy of the marker, and it brings up 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Here's Love. Looking deep for Adams. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
McCann now for the extra point.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Green Bay, it's a 10th win of the year now as they move to 10-4. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati.